Welcome back today to Stay Safe Walking Tour, folks. Here Chris. How you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing pretty good.
All right, Chris. So Chris, where do you grew up and where are you from?
Originally, I'm from Surrey, BC, Canada. I grew up there until I was 11 years old, and I moved to South Carolina. I lived in South Carolina for about 3.5 years, and I moved around because of my dad's job. My dad worked for a fiber optics company in Canada, and it was going out of business. So he looked for a new job and found one in the States. And so we moved to a new fiber optics company in South Carolina. After that, about 3.5 years, he got tired of that job and found one in Alabama. We only lived in Alabama for 6 months. It was in Florence, Alabama. He didn't like that job very much, so we ended up moving to Mississippi. By this time, I was about 15 years old, going on 16. I lived there until I graduated high school at 17. And my parents moved to Texas at 17. I moved with them. And at that time, I didn't really know what I was going to do with my life, so I ended up joining the military and left my parents' house at 17 to go to basic training, and that's pretty much growing up as far as where I lived.
So Chris, how far did you went to school? School-wise?
I graduated high school.
And then you straight to the Army?
Yeah.
Was that in Canada?
No, in the Army, United States.
United States, okay, Chris. So Chris, how long you been on the streets, Chris?
Now I've been on the streets for about almost 2 years.
Right.
I'd been homeless one other time about 9 years ago. I was homeless for about 3 months last time. This time, yeah, it's been going on for 2 years. I'm looking, hopefully, to get into an apartment pretty soon. I had an apartment here for about 5 years, and something happened and ended up in the streets. But
yeah, I know it's been rough on the streets, so man. So what kind of stuff do you come across living on the street? Like people like trying to hurt you, assault you, or make fun of you. What kind of stuff? What's some of the worst stuff that you encounter on the street, Chris?
I mean, there's all sorts of stuff that happens out here. I mean, people are getting killed out here almost on a monthly basis. I mean, I've seen a lot of people getting hit by cars, which randomly. There's been a couple shootings in the past couple of years. There's been a buddy of mine just got stabbed about 6 months ago here. Got a big gash in his back. He's all right, but he got staples in his back. I think like almost a foot long.
Wow.
Getting stabbed by a pocket knife. And
wow. And where did it happen, Chris?
Where?
Where did it happen?
Down by Dash Point.
Okay, Dash Point. Wow.
Yeah.
And how long ago was this?
About 6 months ago.
Is he okay? I mean.
Yeah, he's okay.
Wow.
He's almost fully recovered now.
Did they ever catch the perpetrator?
I think they have someone in custody, but I'm not sure if he got charged or if he's.
And how about you? Anybody trying to assault you, hurt you, or come close, Chris?
No, I had a run-in with a couple guys maybe 6 years ago. I got jumped by a couple guys and just robbed. It was just they just wanted what was in my pockets, basically.
Wow.
But other than that, I haven't had any trouble with anything like that too much around here. That's why I kind of stay in this area, because I know I lived in this area down on Dash Point, so I know most of the people around here.
And what about the police? I mean, they giving you a hard time, kicking you from one block to another block, harassing you, any encounter with the police, federal police?
Yeah, we get. Well, there's all the homeless in this area have pretty frequent encounters with the police.
Right.
There's not many spots around here that we can go
right
and just kind of hang out or relax. We end up getting kicked out or booted out by
Right.
the police in pretty quick, actually. I mean, within the hour, we're getting
Wow.
telling us to move around. The problem around here, I find, is there's really nowhere for anybody to sleep, any of the homeless people to sleep.
Now, this being further away, can like the downtowns over there, do they have any like shelter like around the like any shelter around the area like for?
There's a shelter down on down Pack Highway about probably 3 miles from here. I think it's called the Fusion Shelter.
Somewhere about 312, 320 around there.
No, a little further, maybe like 336.
Oh, okay,
something like
okay,
that.
I got you. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but other than that, I don't think there's another shelter in Federal Way. I think there's one in Tacoma, I think is the next
Right.
closest one, or the King County Emergency Shelter. I'm
Right.
not really aware of any other.
Now, gonna get to the little serious question. I hope it's okay, Chris. Are drug part of your life?
Yeah, now they
Wow.
are definitely.
Wow. And what would that be? I mean, you can.
I mean, I'm trying to stop. I smoke fentanyl now and then, but meth now and then. I mean, I don't. Oh, yes. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, we can
Later.
take
Oh, I
care
got
of Chris, man. Man, we got love for Chris, folks, man. You know, we all human. We all bleed red, man. No matter what condition you in, folks. Never judge someone when they're down. All you can do is you motivate them, even though you can't help them with money. Maybe you can help them with with a bag, a bottle of water, a warm socks, a blanket. But Chris is a down-to-earth kind of guy, man, and I can resonate. I can feel his energy, man. He's a good guy. I mean, we're not perfect, and we all make bad choices, but it's a consequence we have to live through. And Chris seems like he's wanted to help, but there's not a lot of resources around here. So, and then he got to deal with the people around here that harass him. But when he go into Walgreens or 7-Eleven, they might think he'll come and steal, blah blah blah. And he got to deal with the police. And it's a hard life on the street. Yeah, Chris. So Chris, what kind of job have you done in your 30s plus year? I mean,
My first job was at a Little Caesars, actually in Mississippi when I was 15 or 16. I think I was 16. I only worked there for like 3 weeks. I ended
Right.
up getting fired I had to go to court, and he wouldn't let me go to court, so I just ended up leaving and going to court. After that, I think I joined the military after that. I mean, I did some summer jobs working for like a friend of a friend, kind of doing like rebuilding a chicken coop and stuff like that at a farm. I've done hardwood flooring. I've done landscaping or lawn care. I did lawn care for quite a while. I like doing lawn care. Like I said, I was in the military for 4 years. What else did I do?
now Chris, you have any? How many siblings do you have? And you still like contact on a regular, like phone call, brother checking up,
I got 2 younger half brothers and 2 older step brothers. The 2 older step brothers are my real dad died when I was 5 or 6.
I'm sorry to hear that, man.
Thank you. So my stepdad, he's been in my life since I was 1. He had two sons from a previous marriage / girlfriend, and when they split up, they each took a kid, which is kind of weird to me. But so I grew up with the oldest brother, and didn't meet the other one until I was like 16. And my stepdad and mom had 2 more kids, or 2 kids of their own. So my 2 younger half brothers, they're 20. I'm 36. They're like 20, probably 28, 29, and like 25. And my 2 older brothers are about 40 and 43 maybe.
Right.
And we stay, I mean, I don't really stay in contact with them too much, but like I see them when I meet them on parents for the holidays or stuff like that, and or they come down here and visit because I still got family in Canada. The oldest of the two younger brothers lives in Orlando, and he works there. He actually works for the suicide hotline, the manager of the suicide hotline down there, and the other one lives in Virginia, I think, right now, and the other two, one of them lives in Canada and the other one lives in Minnesota. So, but they come here to visit family in Canada every now and then. So I get to see them whenever they come up here to visit, or my mom drives down here to see me. And we don't really skip a beat at all. It's like we never stop talking like that. But we're not really big on keeping up. I'll text them now and then just to make sure everything's all right. But definitely not big phone talkers.
And next question, Chris. You have any mental health issue like anxiety, depression that is like of the demon inside you right now? You're trying to overcome. I mean, meditation.
I've had depression issues in the past. Now and then, every now and then, I get them now.
Same here, yeah.
But I mean, anxiety. They thought I was bipolar. I don't know if I'm bipolar or not. My moods go up and down pretty drastically sometimes, but I mean.
Have you seek treatment? I mean, have it check out.
I've sought treatment in the VA. I've taken a lot of medications. They throw medications at you at the VA. I don't. None of them really seem to do a whole lot that I noticed. Really, I mean. I feel the same no matter what medicines I'm taking, really, unless it's like a controlled substance and then it knocks you down or.
So your instability is your biggest issue right now, pretty much.
Yes, definitely.
Wow, it's just like up and down, man.
Yeah.
And what is the most extreme it got for you living on the street? The most extreme, like. You prefer like what, the warm weather, the cold, the rain?
I definitely prefer, I like spring. Winter is hard here.
It's hard, yeah.
It gets hard, especially with nowhere to sleep. There's some spots that we can go to get warm for a couple of minutes, but for the most part, everybody's pretty much outside. I mean,
right.
That's why I wanted to buy, I was trying to collect money together to get one of those stand-up propane heaters.
Okay.
So that even just setting it up out here, everybody could throw in $1 or $2 and fill up their propane tank every night, and we'd all just sit in a circle and burn.
And burst of fire, marshmallow, and cracker.
Yeah, we can't have fires here in city.
Oh yeah. It's a city order,
everybody
right?
does, but.
Don't they got like the pork? I mean, can you go to the park and burn like that? No, it's.
Everybody here make like a bowl out of aluminum foil or a can and burn hand sanitizer.
Anything bigger than that, the flame they'll rush
Hand sanitizer burns really warm, so you get a personal fire. You can stay pretty warm with it.
Yeah. Yes, so far it's a good interview, man. My first. Yeah. Man, I gotta come up with a better question, huh, Chris? I have to start now, man. I tell you what, viewer, man, we're gonna go ahead and end this interview. And Chris, you have any last word for the viewer? I mean, that last word kind of like reach out to the 1,000.
I would just say, if you're homeless, use your resources, because there are resources out there for the homeless. I don't use them myself as much as I should, but they are out there. And there's people there to help if you actually go and do what they need you to do. They'll help you out, get you out of housing
and one more thing. And what do you want to say this new generation that's in the teen 20 that maybe they wanna like experience like drug for the first time, and or what would you say to them, man? Like. You're from the heart, I mean.
I'm not sure. I don't want to tell anybody. Don't
you could,
do this,
bro. You already you got the voice. Tell them, my man. It's.
Everybody's gonna do what they want to do. Everybody's gonna try. I'm not against smoking weed, but I do see that smoking weed can lead to other things. It definitely did for me. But I would just say, I guess,
Like you can use F-bomb, but I'm a kid. Yeah.
just stay focused on your role models.
Right.
Take
be-
after your role models, because if you have good role models, good
And be grateful for the thing you.
yeah,
Yeah.
stay grateful. Just stay focused on the positives in life, and you'll stay on the right track. I mean, drugs is definitely not the right track in life. You'll end up.
All right, we're
homeless.
gonna go ahead and interview Chris. One last word.
Thank you.
All right, folks. Chris is a great guy, and hopefully we'll meet again in the near future. I'm not too far from where Chris hang around now. The viewer. I mean, I do apologize if I'm, my question or maybe somewhat stupid. I mean, I'm probably gonna be more creative. Questioning so they don't get offended, and So, and I want to thank you all and enjoy your beautiful day. Bye bye.